Corey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us in studio today. I am talking to the Director of ASU's Asperger's and Autism Research Program. That is Dr. Jim Adams. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks very much, Corey.
It was a long title. I know. Did I get it? Did I get it right?
You got it just fine.
Now, what I wanted to bring you in for today is April is actually Autism Awareness Month.
That's right.
And not a lot of people know about this month, and it's a very, very important month for a lot of people and a lot of families. And you have a kickoff event coming up for the Zoowalk for Autism, which happens in October.
That's right.
Okay, your kickoff is kind of an exciting way to celebrate this event that's coming up and get people involved and kind of know about it. So tell me this Pancakes and Pajamas event.
We're having a really fun pancakes and pajamas for dinner event. Many people like to have breakfast for dinner, so we're going to have pancakes, eggs, bacon, coffee, juice, homemade bread there, all for the kids. And also, since many of the kids with autism are on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet, we'll have those options for them too. I have a lot of fun events there. The kids can bake their own gluten-free bread. They can also go ahead and enter drawings for the t-shirt contest that we have coming up. We're also going to have a small fair there where there'll be a number of vendors from Gilbert, and they can show off some of the neat foods and arts and crafts events there.
You know what I thought was interesting about this event is the chef that you have. Now this is going to happen at, is it Arizona Kitchen? Is that the name of the restaurant?
That's right.
Okay, and that's in Gilbert. But the chef that's going to be there, he's very involved in this, this program. So
Chef W is just an amazing fellow. What he's doing is he's working with a number of children and teens with autism, helping them learn how to cook at different levels of cooking, and he'll actually have several of those students helping him with the event that day, so we'll have a chance to see them cooking.
Right. As it gives them the opportunity to be involved directly, so people can kind of see, this is a support that I'm giving towards. So, and then these shirts that you have, tell me about this drawing that you're talking about, because I know last year I got this really cool picture here that actually was used on the t-shirts for last year's Zoowalk.
This is our special winner last year. Every year we have a contest. We get many entries to see whose t-shirt design is going to go on over 3,000 t-shirts. This year's design was very special because it's made by a 10-year-old boy with autism, and you can guess what his favorite animal is, turtles, and he's pointed to this upside down multicolored turtle, and he says, "That's me." He says, "I know I'm different, but helping to understand and overcome differences, the thought that that turtle's on its back, upside down, helpless. But if the other turtles help it, turn right side up, it can walk, even though it may be a different color, it may be a little different, it can lead a very successful life." And that's really what our research is all about, helping people with autism and Asperger's who have a difference, helping them to lead as normal a life as they can.
It's very important. And your program, tell me a little bit about this research program that the Zoowalk will actually benefit in October.
Yeah, our research program is very unusual that it's dedicated to treatment research for helping children and adults with autism here in the Valley. This year's focus is continuing a 12-month multi-treatment study looking at a combination of 6 different treatments that are working to improve nutrition and diet in the children with autism. We've already run it for 1 year. We've seen the children go through it. Many of them have great improvements. One young girl started out mostly in a wheelchair. At the end of the study, she was walking and running. Wheelchair had been put in storage. So we see some great successes like that, and we hope to see more. Also, the incidence of autism has continued to grow. The latest studies show it's 1 in 50 children in the U.S. is now born with autism. So we're now planning one of the first prevention studies to look at what we can do to help reduce the risk of autism. There's been research showing that if women take a prenatal supplement before they get pregnant, then it can actually reduce the risk of autism by 40%. So we want to now use that and a number of other nutritional interventions to see if we can greatly reduce the risk of having a child with autism in those high-risk moms who already have a child. Because if you have a child with autism, you have a 20% risk that your next child's going to be autistic.
Oh my goodness. Well, what you're doing is very important.
Well, thank you.
And you have a personal attachment to what you're doing.
I do.
I did a little digging, and so do you mind sharing a little bit about that?
Sure. I have a 21-year-old daughter. She was diagnosed with autism at 2.5 because she didn't speak, even by age 5. She couldn't speak wasn't even really able to say much, but now this May she's going to be graduating from high school. She's functioning, she's come a long ways, but she's functioning about a 2nd to 3rd grade level. But she's been doing part-time work the last couple of years on a volunteer basis, and we hope that's going to lead to paid employment once she finishes school.
Oh, well, congratulations to her.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you again for taking the time to come in and share such an important event. And again, the Zoo Walk is in October, but this event is going to be held on
Sunday, April 28th
Sunday,
in
April
Gilbert, and should be a great fun event for everyone to come by, get pancakes for breakfast and have a few games.
And give a donation.
Participate. Absolutely. That's
help
what we're all
support what
about.
they're doing. And if anybody needs a little more information,
They can go to our website, which is www.zoowalk.org.
great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks very much, Corey.